Hello guys, yeah, it's a Saturday and guess what? Oh, it's raining again. Who would have thought that, you know, during the week it's fucking bone dry and the sun's out, but I'm at work, and then as soon as I get a day off work and I want to do some work on the bike, it rains. Anyway, that fucking thing is getting an oil change, is getting oil in the engine today, and I've also got a new lock set for it. That was like literally fucking 25 quid off eBay, brand new, with 2 keys. They were wanting 20 quid just for a shitty fucking second hand lock. No brainer. Oil filter. Them big parcels there of that bloody swinging arm, that 955 swinging arm I had painted up, which I put on eBay and nobody fucking bought. So they're going to get thrown in fucking lock up. At least Dave's happy. So yeah, so I can't get the bike out, so I'm going to attempt to try and do a bit of work in the shed, in the unit. Fuck knows how. I'm going to start the Thunderace up, so at least there's a heater there. But anyway, I shall resume when I'm ready to work on it. So there's sort of like a bit of blue sky, so I'm going to risk it. So the bike's out. So today I'm going to get all this shitty fucking gasket off here. I've just stuffed a rag in for now just to stop any shit going in the engine. I've got both bikes in the shed fucking warming up. So if it does start pissing it down, I'll just put this back in there and at least it'll be a bit warmer in there. So today there's going to be a new oil filter on. In fact, I'll take that off first and then the oil will be draining out. I'm going to put a new oil filter on, get the gaskets on, put engine oil in it, change the ignition lock. Job's a good one. Speak soon. Right, new oil filter on. Some arsehole had painted it gold. I forgot my oil filter wrench, so all I do is just smack a fucking screwdriver straight through the middle of it and use that as a lever to get it off. But anyway, that's off now and the new one is on. So I'll get cracked on with these this side casing now. Right, that's cleaned up. I'm just about to fit the gasket now, but there is one of them fucking I forgot what you bloody call them now. Them engine casing locator thing missing from there, which I'm a bit pissed off about, but fuck it, we're going to put it on. Right, that's now on. I'm not happy about this though. I don't know if fucking water can get in there or whatever, but I'll have to sort that out. It's starting to rain, the wind's picking up. So what I'm going to do is this one, I'll show you. Because this rubber thing here is fucked, I'm going to replace that, so I'm just going to put this back on just with this gasket on. I'm going to save the decent gasket until I replace that, and then I'll put the proper gasket on, the newer gasket. So I'm just going to put that on as it is, because I'm not happy about that. I need to sort that out. All I want to do is just try and get the bike started, and then what I'll do is I'll just then replace that gasket. But it's starting to rain, so I'm going to have to be quick. Right, I've had to come in because it's absolutely fucking bouncing it down. And I'm pissed off again. So, can't do auto in this. So I've put some oil in. Now, it's up to the maximum mark of the dipstick. But when I crank it over, obviously the oil filter is going to fill up and stuff like that. There was a slight oil leak. In fact, there still is, look. Coming from the sump, and it's just where I haven't tightened up the bolts. But I need a little mini torque wrench to do that. I'm not going to do it by hand because knowing my luck, a fucking bolt will snap and it'll go from bad to worse. So I'll get a torque wrench and do that. So at least it's got engine oil in and the oil filters in. I wanted to crank it over today. I wanted to change the ignition switch, just stick a battery on it and crank it over, but the wiring, fucking, somebody's just, whoever's had this before us, well, I'll show you. So this is, you know, look at all them fucking connectors. These silly things here, look, what somebody's put on. So I don't even think the wiring's going to be any good. So I might have to look at getting another loom or something. But I'll see anyway. I'll stick a battery on and see. The other thing I wanted to do today was take the brake lever off. I might do that. Take it home, drill it out, and put something in there just as a temporary thing. The clutch lever, the clutch cable is as stiff as out. So, and the throttle cable, it might be alright. Fucking look at that, man. Oh god. So, but the clutch cable's totally fucking seized up. But anyway, the choke cable is just about movable. So there's still shitloads to do. The main thing is to try and get it spinning over and seeing if just seeing if it'll fire. There's no exhaust on it, but if it just fires, that's all I'm after. So I can't do out today, like I say, it's just absolutely chucking it down. So I'm afraid this is going to be it, guys. I can't do out again. The only thing I'm going to do now is bring all them big boxes in from the car with that other swinging arm in, stick him in here somewhere. Dave, come here! All he wants to do is play in fucking rain. There's that other shitty swinging arm down there, you can't see it, that I got for a fucking £5 off eBay. I need to get some shit sorted out in here so I can work in here. I need to get rid of these two bikes here. These two Z1000s, they need to go back down to Dennis's. So anyway, so I can at least work on this then. Right, sorry guys, that's it. Bit of a shit video, not much to see really. Let down by the weather again. How the fuck do you turn this off? Hello guys. It's Saturday the 11th of December and guess what? It's been raining again. And the other thing is, I've had an oil leak. So obviously the sump hasn't been put on properly. So I'm going to get this piece of shit out and we'll try and see where the oil leak is. And that back tyre's gone flat again. So obviously that's, well, it's knackered anyways that, but anyway. So anyway, I'll get the bike out and we'll see where the oil leaks from. So I got the bike out and look at all that oil. It's a good job I had that fucking tin there. Unfortunately I didn't get it all, so it's obviously coming from that left hand corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down on the floor and see if I can spot where it's coming from. In the meantime, that's brand new oil, I'm going to put it back in the oil can. Right. So I've tightened up the sump bolts again. And I'm just changing the lock. So this is the old lock. The reason I've had to do this is because I have no key for it. But that's got 3 wires into it and 3 pins. And the new one, fucking, it's only got 2 pins and a bullet connector. So I'm going to have to fuck about with that now. And that's where it goes there, into that plug there. So I need to mess about with that and change that. I'll change the tank one though. I should be able to do that. Right. How do I get this off without a key? Because that's the whole point, I need to change it because I've no fucking key. So how do I do it? I have no idea. Do I just smack a screwdriver in there or something and do it? Bloody hell. Right. This is not going too good, is it? No. Anyway, and the other thing I noticed is obviously the exhaust stud. I don't know if you can see it. It's snapped off, so I need to get that sorted. Oh God. Right. So I can't do much more with this piece of shit today. So I need to Google how to get petrol tank locks off without using a key. And then I need to take them 2 locks home and sort the end of the wires out with that plug. So what I might do today is I might just do something on that anyway. Right, what I need to do today with this is try and what I've done is I've tried to prop the bike up as vertical as possible without it falling over, and I need to get the height, if I can, of maybe, I don't know, the bottom of that frame from the floor. And then what I can do then is I can set that up at home in my shed, so I know that the swinging arm, the VFR swinging arm that I'm going to put on, it needs to be put on with the frame at that height, if that makes sense. I'm hoping that makes sense. So I'm going to do a few measurements and then I'm going to sod off back home because it's spitting already. And I'm not going to get soaked again out here. I'm sick of fucking working in fucking rain, it's pissing me off. Right, won't be long. So this is the joys of not having a workshop and having to do everything out fucking side. So I've stood the bike up as level as I can get it. I can't put it on the paddock stand because obviously the back wheel will be off the floor. So I've tried to do it as level as I can get it with the bike sat down on the wheels. I've got a big block of wood holding it there so it don't fall that way. And I've got the side stand sat on a piece of wood and an adjustable spanner and a pair of scissors. So I've got my square, and it's about 200. Let me just see if I can zoom in. I don't know if that's going to focus in or not, so just bear with us. Come on, focus in, please, please, please. Is it going to do it? I don't know if it's going to do it or not. No. Anyway, it's about 200 mil from the bottom of that frame to the floor. It ain't going to focus in. So if I can set that up at home in my shed with that frame I've got and then forks, then hopefully I can start measuring the swinging arm and stuff like that and whatever. I've got a shitty shock that I can put on to get the swinging arm central, and then once it's on, I can see whereabouts whether I'm going to use a Thunderace shock absorber or a 750, a VFR shock absorber. But more importantly, if it's centralised, I should be able to measure the spacings required for each side of the swinging arm then, because I know there's about 10 mil to make up. So in theory that's 5 mil either side, but one side might be 7 mil and the other side might be 3 mil if that makes sense. So I need to do that. So I can't really do much more today down here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to start the bike up, I'm going to take it for a little blast round yard, and then I'm going to put it away and I'm off home. So I can't really do it down here. Right, so I'm in my shed. It's about 1:30ish, and I've been fucking about with my TIG welder. Now I'll be honest with you, I haven't done any welding for about 3 years, and I was only a beginner at that. So I've tried to make something for the kitchen to stand shit on, and I've sort of like fucked it up because it's sort of like a wonker. What I've done is I cut that bit off. Oh, can you see it there? Look, I've cut that bit off the leg, and to be honest with you, if I put that underneath there, it's better. So oh god, hey, never mind, fuck it. My plan was to cut these bits of wood. Oh, so let me stick that under again because it's fucking pissing me off. There, I need to weld that back on, don't I? But I've turned on my welder off now. My plan is to put these bits of wood on and sort of like sand these down, and then just have a bit of a, I don't fucking know, it's going to be something to stand cups on or some shit like that near kettle, I don't know. Anyway, I want to just get back into welding, and you can see I'm not very good at it. My welds are pretty shit, to be honest with you. There's more shit on there than I don't know what. Anyway, so getting back to the bike, I'm going to set that up. The frame is 200mm from the floor, so I'm going to make a space and clear it up and put it in here somewhere and try and set it up. And then that, I don't know if I could do it on the bench or not. I haven't got enough room, so I might have to do it down there. So I want to try and set that up so I can get this swinging arm fucking sorted. So anyway, I've got a shitty shocker there, look. So I can put that in, and then we'll see how it goes anyway. That's what I'm just going to be fucking about now, so right, bye. Right, I hope I can sort of like explain myself, but this VFR 800 swinging arm, although it fits between the frame brilliantly and the swing arm pivot bolt is spot on, everything else is just slightly off. So I don't know if you can see down there, I've drawn a black line on the swinging arm. It's as though I need to chop out that much of the swinging arm. Let me see if I can do it from here. So to make the hole that much bigger, that means then I could, oh come on, that means then if the swinging arm had that hole that much bigger where that black line is that I've drawn, I could move it over to the left, the whole unit over to the left a bit, because if you look there, it's right up against the frame when this decides to zoom in. So it's right up against the frame, whereas the other side, I don't know if you can see that because that bloody pipes in, oh there, look. Whereas the other side, oh come on, it's got loads of room, so it needs to be moved over to the left. The other reason why is if you look at the centre line of the wheel compared with the centre line of the frame and the shock exit, etc. I'm assuming that the centre of the back wheel needs to be lined up with the centre of the shock mount, which then needs to be lined up with the centre of the headstock and the centre of the front wheel. So you can see that the Thunderace shock is just hanging off the mounting, hence the black line on the swinging arm, hence the centre of the wheel to the centre of the shock. You can just see that the centre of the wheel, where's my bloody hand, that's about the centre of the wheel, but the centre of the shock is about there. So it literally needs moving over probably 10 mil, 15 mil or something, I don't know. The other thing as well, I know down at the unit I measured the distance from the floor to the bottom of this, and it was 200 mil. There's no way I can get that to 200 mil. And the other thing, if I'm using the existing Thunderace shock and all the Thunderace dog bones and stuff, I would need to do something with that mounting there, so I could mount the, I'd have to get some longer dog bones made or something. Can you see this here? This is where the VFR, let's call it a knuckle, I don't know what the hell it's called, but that's where one of them sits in. I don't know if it's that, it might be that one, or it might be this one, I don't know, but anyway, that's where one of them sit in. And it looks like the dog bones go the other way on the VFR. So I don't know what to do, to be honest with you. Oh, there, I've simulated the height of the rear tyre as well, because there's no tyre on this. So I've had to simulate. I've got a tyre outside in Holden and I've measured it. So that's about, it's more or less right. So there's a couple of things to do. I don't know. The main thing obviously would be to get the swinging arm fabricated so I can move it over to the left a bit. That would be the main thing. Then the secondary thing would be to get some dog bones made, which is nothing, to be honest with you. That's minuscule compared to getting the shock fabricated into it. So I'm going to have to make a decision on if I'm going to get this swinging arm machined. If I get it machined, then obviously I'm going to need a shit-hot welder who can weld aluminium to weld it back up. And the other thing I'd need to do, I think, is if I'm cutting out to that line, then I think I'd need a block of aluminium welded on this side, just to make it a bit, just to reinforce it a bit, you know, maybe a 4-inch block or something welded on there, you know, just to and try and bring this curve round a bit more. So at first I thought this is brilliant, but like as you can, well, you can see it there, look, it's just, even though it's fully against the frame there, you know, you can just clearly see that it needs moving over to the left. Anyway, the battery light's flashing now, so I'm assuming that this fucking battery's going to run out. So this video has been a bit of a mix-up, mix and match. So I'm going to leave the bike just hung there on my block and tackle for now, and we'll try and get it sorted. I'll have to do some, like I say, I think it'd look, it'd look really nice as well if we could get it done. But there's, shitloads of work to do. And as you can see, I've only got a tiny shed, and it's pissing down again. Right, guys, thank you very much.